infighting at the club between he and David Villa. That's one of the stories coming out of Barcelona this week. That's Messi and Villa are not getting on too well, and he basically says we don't have anything to say about this matter. We're both relaxed about the situation. We know it's not true, so it doesn't bother us one bit. Well, they are the thoughts of Lionel Messi coming to the San Memes. This is going to be a good one. Stay with us. We're back after this. Barcelona and their all-star cast are looking for another win. They're unbeaten this season in all competitions. And, well, after seeing Real Madrid score 7 earlier today, it's over to Barcelona, the 3-time defending Spanish champions, to come up with a response here. Robbie Mustoe, and I get the feeling that this is going to be one big test for them.
Well, I think when you look at the fixture list for Barcelona, I'm sure they look at this game as being potentially tricky, difficult. I think it's northern Spain, it's colder, it's raining, the pitch might be, slightly heavier. This is always a difficult game. I think Bilbao teams in the past have been high pressure, long ball at times as well. It's different now under Marcelo Bielsa, we know that. But even so, I think this could be a really interesting game of football.
Athletic Bilbao are protecting their own impressive unbeaten streak. 9 matches, and they, like Barcelona, were involved midweek in European action. Athletic Bilbao went to Austria to take on Salzburg and got the win there on Thursday. Whereas Barcelona, the defending European champions, took another step towards defending their crown with a comprehensive 4-0 victory away to the Czech champions Victoria Pilsen. That to go with the 5-0 victory over Mallorca at the Camp Nou last weekend, in which Lionel Messi also scored a hat-trick. After suggestions that he was struggling in front of goal, he's responded to his critics with back-to-back hat-tricks as the little magician. This is Athletic Bilbao under Marcelo Bielsa, and Fernando Llorente, with 5 goals in La Liga this season, leads the line. The big news is that their midfielder, Javi Martinez, dropping deeper to join that 4-man backline.
Yeah, that's a bit of a story because I think he's a really good midfield player. They've certainly got 2 centre-halves that are out injured. San Jose has been playing there. He's only on the bench.
And Barcelona, well, Carlos Puyol drops back to the bench, and Javier Mascherano alongside Gerard Piqué in the centre of that back 4. And further up the field, we see starts for Cesc Fabregas. Adriano continues in that attacking role. There is no place, however, for David Villa.
Yeah, I guess it's all about rotation. Pep Guardiola doesn't really rotate that much in those front positions. Lionel Messi always seems to play, but Villa hasn't been playing particularly well. He gets a break in this game, and I guess with Carlos Puyol, they're just trying to bring him back very slowly. It's a long time he was out injured with that knee problem. He's back on the bench as well, but I think when you look at that midfield, you see Xavi, Busquets, Cesc Fabregas. Iniesta's in there as well. That is top-class midfield players.
Well, Lionel Messi, 202 goals for Barcelona and counting. 33 away from equaling Cesar Rodriguez as the club's greatest ever goal scorer. There is some feeling that at this rate he could even reach it by the end of this season. We've had a false start here. Now we're underway, and it's Athletic Bilbao in the red and white stripes and the black shorts and socks from left to right in this first half. A place known affectionately as El Catedral, the cathedral of football. Bilbao and Barcelona, two clubs with a lot in common, including the fact that they've never been relegated, these two sides, from La Liga. They're also owned by a fan structure which is the envy of many clubs. Victor Valdez in goal for Barcelona. We talk about the likes of Lionel Messi, who's on the ball now, but what about their defensive record? 9 consecutive clean sheets in all competitions, and a club record 877 minutes coming into this one for Victor Valdez since he last conceded a goal. It's just astonishing what Barcelona are doing at both ends of the pitch, but Real Madrid has laid down the challenge to them. And coming into this clash, they are now 4 points clear.
I think they're always going to lay down the challenge, but I think what people are seeing and saying right now is that Real Madrid are playing as good as they've ever played under Jose Mourinho, and I think this, the first Clásico in December, Barcelona for me have got to get back to their finest level to beat Real Madrid. That's the difference right now. I think Real Madrid really have closed the gap. Barcelona at their best absolutely can still win and beat them, but we haven't seen Barcelona at their best over the last few weeks.
Here's Fernando Llorente, the Spanish international striker. A wasted cross as Bilbao committed men forward into the box, including the likes of Ander Herrera, the new signing from Real Zaragoza, who was on target midweek away to Salzburg, scoring his first goal for the club since his $12 million US move in the summer. Messi riding those challenges as he does so well. He comes to Adriano. Here's Xavi. Xavi again. Adriano's through here. Oh, the save from Gorka Iraizoz.
Brilliant football again, right through the middle. Look at this double 1-2 here. There's the first 1-2. There's another one. Puts it into his path there. Of course, Cesc Fabregas wants it played to him, but I think Adriano's got every right to take a shot there. Almost gets underneath the goalkeeper, Gorka.
Adriano has taken the opportunity to play further forward as opposed to perhaps more of a wing back. It's a rare chance for him to enjoy himself in the attacking line, and he's done relatively well. I guess it speaks to the versatility of the players that Pep Guardiola has at his disposal. Talking about players he has at his disposal, how about Alexis Sanchez, who's now back from his injury concerns, and he's among the substitutes now. He did come off the bench midweek in the Czech Republic in that victory over Victoria Pilsen. What a bonus to have him back, and this player too, Cesc Fabregas. They're starting to regain all of their most important players now. However, no Pedro Rodriguez at the moment, nor is there Ibrahim Afellay, who'll be out for an extended period.
Just looking at it as well, Andrew, just interested to see the lineup for Barcelona, the shape of them. Leo Messi's more on the right-hand side, and it's Cesc Fabregas who's playing that false number 9. The rest of it's pretty much as you'd expect, 4-3-3. Messi on the right, Cesc through the middle.
Here's Llorente. Bilbao are up for this one, and they will give Barcelona a headache or two. Oh, that took a deflection. The fans wanted a handball.
That's noisy in it. Noisy in this stadium. Dani Alves. Not handball for me. Right by his body.
Iker Muniain, the young attacking midfielder for Bilbao. Here he is again, playing it off of Fabregas for a throw. And Munyain, just 18 years old. Another one of these success stories coming through for this club. Of course, a club which prides itself on its Basque-only policy. Amazing when you think that they've always been in the top flight, going back to the late 1920s when this competition began. There's Eric Abidal. It's interesting to see Barcelona for once struggling to play out. Bilbao, the way they're set up tonight, is also a reflection of the work that's been done by Marcelo Bielsa, the Argentine who came in this season. He's highly regarded. In fact, Bielsa and Pep Guardiola have a great deal of respect for each other. Guardiola, some time ago, just after he retired from playing, actually went to Argentina to talk to Bielsa about tactics and the philosophy that he has for the game before he actually started to venture on his own career as a coach.
Yeah, I loved watching Bielsa teams. Thought Chile were fantastic in the World Cup. His teams obviously like to play the ball along the ground, interesting system setups. He likes to high press at times as well if they can. This is obviously the hardest team to high press against because they've got the ability to play around it. They don't panic in that situation. Of course, then if they do get through that initial press, then they're going to be dangerous and get it in the back four.
Yes, attacking and high pressing, the two philosophies shared by both Bielsa and Guardiola. Javi Martinez with the long ball. There's plenty of talk regarding Javi Martinez at the moment. Reports linking him to Manchester United, perhaps as early as January, although Bilbao under no pressure to sell. It's a well-funded club, very stable, and Martinez does have a buyout clause of 30 million euros, which might be a little too much for United's liking.
Yeah, I like him. I think he's an excellent player. Doesn't get in the Spain national team at the moment, but he's very close. He's always in the squads and he's knocking on the door. But when you've got the midfield players that they have right now, it's difficult. He's playing today in this game as a central defender, but he's young, he's 23, he's got good feet, good vision. He's a big boy, he's powerful too.
Messi in the mood. And his run comes to an end as Bilbao look to break quickly. So they've got a fascinating feel to it, this one. Munyain, you see him operating on this right side.
That was a great run from Lionel Messi. Just maybe took one touch or one part of this dribble a little bit too far. He had players in support. Of course, it breaks down there a little bit left short in midfield. But Messi certainly started the game very quickly, and he is rotating with Cesc Fabregas. At this moment in time, Cesc on the right-hand side and Messi is through the middle. So watch out for that. That's certainly going to happen throughout the game, where these two will just kind of work around each other.
Again, good football from Bilbao. The cross from John Arteneche. Another one of the teenagers in this starting 11, named by Marcelo Bielsa, the left back. This is Xavi. It's to Fabregas. Dani Alves can't find Lionel Messi. Ball in towards Llorente. Well, the idea was good. The touch was too heavy.
Well, he's going to be a handful, isn't he? There's no question about that. 6'5", isn't he? Fernando Llorente, goal scorer. He's got a nice touch as well for a big guy. He can hold the ball up very well. Oscar De Marcos, another youngster. And you look at this midfield behind the big striker, Andrew. There's a lot of young players out there. Susaeta, 23 on the left. De Marcos, 22. Munyain, we talked about, only at 18. So it really is a team that could be around for a long time for Bilbao.
It's Dani Alves. It's really high intensity end to end at the moment. This is Adriano, runs into Munyain. Abidal takes it away from Munyain, picked up by Fabregas. This is Iniesta. And Xavi. Well, that slip might cause a problem. There's Adriano. Abidal. Mascherano. Dani Alves. Well, the press is on from Bilbao. PK. Xavi. It was poor in the end from Busquets. The recovery of Llorente, which took it away from him. The first 10 minutes seem to have flown by here. And now the mistake. Intercepted by Iniesta. And he was fouled.
Well, such is the intensity and the speed of the game. There's going to be a few mistakes and tackles that fly in. Super slow motion there shows the contact with Iniesta. I don't think he got the ball before this. Fans didn't like it, but I think it's the right decision.
Last season, Barcelona came here and took all 3 points. A 3-1 victory it was on that occasion. Busquets, Xavi and Keita scoring for the Spanish champions on that occasion. Gabilondo, who's on the bench for Bilbao, also finding the back of the net in last season's corresponding fixture. De Marcos. Advanced position. Corrected by Piqué and relaunching the attack for Xavi. Messi struggling to stay on his feet. As a number of players, of course, it's been raining rather heavily in the build-up to this one. Mascherano. Intelligent ball from Mascherano. Zoz sweeping up at the back.
Well, it's good goalkeeping. John Atheletic, the left back, another youngster, 19 years of age. He's got a difficult night, hasn't he? Lionel Messi or Cesc Fabregas on that side to contend with. This time goes through the middle and just runs into Javi Martinez there. Win the ball back. It's been kind of a typical example really of the game so far. Very, very quick. I'm not sure whether Bilbao can keep this up for the entire game or the first 45 minutes for that matter.
Muniain plays Llorente through, he's onside. They're queuing up for an opportunity here. And the strike on target was straight at Victor Valdez.
It's Ander Herrera, I think, on the edge of the box. It comes through here. Good play. This is what he does well. Just makes good decisions there. Holds the ball up well. He has a nice touch. It's a first-time effort from Ander there. It's good contact on the ball, but I'm afraid not in the corners. What a good game we've got to start so far, Andrew, isn't it? Quality from both teams, good energy. Pressing, both teams are doing the same things. Conditions are tricky.
Look at the bench for Bilbao, Mikel San Jose, Igor Gabilondo, Gaika Toquero. All players with plenty of experience at this level. They're well covered in all departments. Vidal and Fabregas, the football at times to play out of pressure is pleasing on the eye.
Well, it has to be, Andrew, because the pressure has been immense. Great work ethic from Bilbao. All the players are working very hard. The nearest man is going to the ball, the player with the ball. It's been one touch a few times in Barcelona. Sometimes it's worked, sometimes it hasn't. A tough start for Pep Guardiola's men.
Xavi. Dani Alves. There's Messi. Oh, they look sharp, don't they, Bilbao? This is Muniain. DeMarcos was the intended target. Takes a touch from Abidal. Marcelo Bielsa has come here, and despite being hamstrung to a degree by the transfer policy here at the club, he's done remarkably well. Look at the bench for Barcelona. David Villa, Alexis Sanchez, also the likes of Seydou Keita, Carlos Puyol. They have greater depth this season, certainly with the arrival of Alexis Sanchez and Cesc Fabregas. Even amid all of the injury problems at the start of this campaign, they seem to have coped rather well. This is Mascherano. A gap opens up in midfield and he takes it. Dani Alves. Barcelona now trying to slow the match down to the pace they like. Iniesta. Still Bilbao working hard like terriers in midfield, all over the pitch in fact. There's a tangle between Muniain and Iniesta.
Well, there's plenty of youth, isn't there, in that midfield for Bilbao. They can do it. Tremendous energy, getting around Iniesta there to win the ball back from him. Oscar de Marcos as well is coming back from that kind of the number 10 role to help out on midfield as well, which you have to do. You have to fill that area.
There's Andoni Iraola trying to pick out Oscar de Marcos. This is the contact just moments ago between Muniain and Iniesta in fabulous super slow motion. You can see absolutely everything going on.
What's great to see, Andrew, isn't it? It's a competitive game with one of the big boys, Barcelona. It's been even, competitive. Both teams, have had their good moments. Bilbao certainly looking to get on the front foot and attack and ask some questions of the Barcelona defenders. Of course, there's going to be periods where Barcelona do control possession, but so far it's been fairly even.
Which augurs well for the first Clásico of the season at the Santiago Bernabéu, when Barcelona travel to the Spanish capital to face Real Madrid in just over a month from now, and we cannot wait for that. But what will the story be then going into that match? What will be the difference between the two teams with regard to their standing on the table? Remember, Real Madrid's already been beaten this season by Levante, unlike Barcelona. And yet the difference is 4 points right now. Iniesta!
Nice little exchange of passes in the midfield. Xavi involved numerous times with little touches. Here he is, picking out that ball across there. And there's 2 or 3 players from Barcelona who could have taken the shot. I think it was the right one who did. Iniesta was coming right on his right foot to try and bend it. Just gets a little bit too much height on the ball.
This in some ways, Robbie, might be a preview of the kind of Barcelona we're going to see when they take on Real Madrid. It's going to be this level of intensity, the pace, the pressing. And Bilbao are away again. Marca Susaeta into the box now. And it's a goal! Athletic Bilbao has scored under Herrera with a clinical finish. The new signing has done it again. goals in the space of just days. And the tributes for Marcelo Bielsa and the kind of football that he's delivered at the Sam Mammers is being praised here.
Well, there's a very important slip right there from Javier Mascherano. He can't recover. Then it's all about composure and decision-making. Societa's been around long enough now to make the right decision. And Herrera, the expensive signing in the summer from Zaragoza, with a lovely bit of composure. We know he's got quality, Andrew. We've seen him play before. He just side-foots it with pace. Enough pace to get it past Victor Valdez. That was a key moment, though. And he has got various decisions to make there. Societa, what a good finish. 1-0 up.
And the Victor Valdez record in goal comes to an end. 20 minutes into this one, Barcelona have finally conceded, and it's taken nearly 900 minutes in all competitions, and it's come at the hands of a very dynamic Athletic Bilbao here. Pep Guardiola has his work cut out here tonight. Strong tackle from Fernando Morabieta on Adriano. Breaks for Xavi. Out to Dani Alves. Morabieta with the clearing header. Well, there are many observers who believe that opponents are too passive when it comes to facing Barcelona. They might just learn a thing or two about what's happening here tonight in Bilbao.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what we've seen so far from Bilbao without the ball is what's impressed me. Tremendous energy, but also every time the ball goes to a front player, whether it's Messi, whether it's Cesc, really aggressive defending from behind to make it uncomfortable. That's a little bit too aggressive, but that's been the key. Barca haven't been able to maintain possession high up the park, likes of Cesc and Adriano. They've been under real pressure. There's another look at the goal there. What a tremendous bit of accuracy there from the strike. Right into the side net in there. Victor Valdez out of it.
What have you got now, Barcelona? Bilbao mean business. To Messi to take this free kick. It comes to Dani Alves. It was delightfully worked. Desperate defending.
Oh, what a clever free kick. What a clever free kick there. They pull everybody away from the ball, don't they? Right near the 6-yard line. Lots of Barca shirts there, allowing this space because everyone's got a mark. They've got to pick the players up, and Alves steams into the space and does everything right, really. I guess too near the middle of the goal, wasn't it?
Irezor's making the save with his legs, and now Bilbao are going to have to keep working. They've wounded Barca here. Great header! Magnificent from Cesc Fabregas. 3 minutes after going behind, it's one superb response from the Spanish champions.
What a goal, by the way. What a ball in from Eric Abidal. I'm thinking, are you going to cross it in there? There's only one Barcelona shirt in there. It was Cesc Fabregas. Look at the players around the ball there. That's what they do. They don't often swing the ball in. Well, this time they do. It's a perfect ball. But look at the work still that Cesc Fabregas has to do from there. What a tremendous header, an accurate header. He looks up, Abidal probably sees the one player in there. Got to get it over that central defender. And Morabieta, I think it is, the last player there. But that's an excellent header. What an opening 23, 24 minutes we've seen here. That's a tremendous shot as well. Look at that.
So, it's back to 1-1. Athletic Bilbao and Barcelona have turned it on for us here on ESPN alongside Robbie Mustoe and Andrew Osati midway through this first half. The foundation has been laid for an intriguing night of football here at the San Mamés. Oh, it was Llorente who impeded Valdez, no doubt about it. Free kick to Barcelona. The two Spanish international teammates laughing it off.
Well, that's a great ball back in there, and he knows what he's doing, doesn't he? The big striker, Llorente, just gets in the way, just blocks off Victor Valdez. Very obvious when it happened, wasn't it? Look at the height he gets as well, the Llorente. His feet off the ground there, way up in the air.
Messi, been largely anonymous up until this point. Here goes Messi! Oh, he puts it just wide.
Well, he's been closely marked. That's why he's been quiet. This time he gets away, though. He gets to the other side of the defending player there, and he just tries to find that far corner. In all fairness there, Gorka Edozois is quickly across.
It was just a glorious header from Cesc Fabregas, who has really settled into life as a Barcelona player for the second time in his career. Left the club at age 16 to join Arsenal and brought back at great expense, and you can see why. He's already scored 5 times this season now in La Liga, this being his 8th appearance in the Spanish top flight. Messi very nearly got it through for Iniesta. That would have been some pass.
That's what he can do, can't he? He's so unpredictable what he's going to do when he's running at pace with the ball. He might shoot, he might play a 1-2, he might dribble past you, he might play somebody else in.
And Fabregas goes down. He was sharp to get around his marker.
How wet it is there. Absolutely soaking wet there, Cesc Fabregas.
Llorente. Arteneche under Iturraspe with the switch looking for Iraola. It came off of the Bilbao right back. That will be a Barcelona goal kick. No need for Bilbao though to panic. Robbie, they've started well, and I guess it's easy for us to say they need to continue in that fashion. But Barcelona are starting to grow and learning a thing or two about what Bielsa has prepared tactically.
Well, what it is at the moment is a tremendous advert for La Liga football. There's no question about that. You've got everything that you might want out of a game of football. Technical ability, skill, excitement, passion, tempo, great goals, a good atmosphere too.
Iniesta. Crowded out. Over the top looking for Adriano, and now Fabregas sticks out her boots. Oh, he took a knock in the process. Vidal, who delivered that cross for Fabregas, had to work very hard to still get that one beyond Iraola. Busquets. It's Mascherano. Fabregas playing the ball out to Dani Alves first time. Still, it's with Dani Alves. He finds Xavi. That was Llorente. Back again, helping out.
The referee's just playing advantage there. Sergio Busquets. He wanted the free kick, but he's let it run, and this is where we are right now.
Messi. Fabregas. Back for Messi. Scooping it through. Iniesta! Iraola says no. They're slipping and sliding all over the place.
how about the football? How about the football to get in with these situations, with this intense defending? The quality Barcelona attacks right now is outstanding. Iniesta there almost, well, it was a great chance, wasn't it, to score? Just couldn't keep his footing. Some of the interchange and the combination play is, it really is top draw.
Half an hour played. The San Mamés. Bilbao 1, Barcelona 1. Bielsa has prepared his team to almost perfection.
Piqué gets the benefit of the doubt there. That's the free kick that he wanted, but they played advantage, and this is what ended up from that advantage, and nearly a goal from Barcelona. What a clever little scoop ball through there. Iniesta maybe should have gone with his left foot there. He was just trying to hit him with the outside of his right foot.
And as much as we praise Barcelona, they have dropped points this season, let's not forget, on a couple of occasions away from home at the hands of Real Sociedad and Valencia in La Liga. Also against Sevilla most recently at home. So Muniain back to deal with Abidal. They played a good ball out of defence too for De Marcos, but it breaks now for Adriano. It's Busquets and Fabregas. Xavi. Dani Alves picks out Fabregas. No one there for Barcelona.
Yeah, it's just the time. Sometimes they look a bit light in the box when they do get in behind, because all the players, it seems, want the ball at their feet in and around the edge of the box. They don't really want to go in there for a cross, because they seldom cross. Obviously, we saw a tremendous cross from Abidal earlier, but it's all around these areas that they're the most dangerous.
Messi. It was taken off his toe by Amorebieta for a corner. Fabregas scores today to go with the one he also bagged midweek away to Victoria Pilsen in the Champions League. Ander Torraspe got a head to it there. Abidal and Busquets somehow eke out a pass now to Messi. De Marcos closed down by Busquets. Bilbao refused to be intimidated, but Barcelona just keep coming.
That's where they try and get the ball back, and they've got him pinned in, haven't they, right now? They can't find a way out. Oh, they've got a break here, a free kick. No complaints from Barcelona. Free kick really there at all, but difficult now, isn't it? It's been a tremendous reaction from Barcelona after conceding that goal, really taking control in some ways. The game has been played in Bilbao's half over the last 10 minutes or so.
See how Bilbao can be very effective here at home. They beat Atletico Madrid by 3-0 in their last match here, before going to Sporting Gijón last weekend and picking up only a draw.
Yeah, I just think something special's happening at this club. I think, you know, Bielsa's such a tremendous coach, and the group of young players coming through. You know, I think the fans sense here that something good is happening. It's different. It's young. There's a tactical side of it. The style is very different. Still the same energy, but a little bit more technical football, tactical football. And they're slowly climbing the league. You said earlier on, Andrew, they're on a great run right now, an unbeaten run. Playing good stuff.
And also some pretty impressive results from them in the Europa League. having already beaten the likes of Slovan Bratislava, Paris Saint-Germain and Salzburg. Munyain. We don't always see, I guess, operating on this right side of midfields. Last season he was attacking more from the left, and under Bielsa we've seen him move along that line in midfield behind Llorente, whether it be centrally or in those wide areas. And it can be devastating at times. Munyain. So Demarcos and Piqué. It breaks for Ander Herrera. Munyain! He got him behind Barcelona. What a chance for Bilbao.
Well, it's almost like a Barcelona move, wasn't it? That diagonal run, the little ball in behind defenders. Tremendous timing on that run.
Xavi, he's been allowed to go a long way. Perhaps should have done better from there.
Well, there's an offside. No, it wasn't. It was perfectly timed, wasn't it? Eric Abadal just stayed there. Ander Herrera, scorer of the first goal. What a great ball that was in behind, and he's got to do better, hasn't he? I want to say he slipped, but he didn't really slip. He just never really got good contact with the ball.
Munyain's defence, it may have been caught up a little in these heavy conditions. You could see the way the ball was played through. It's just dragging on this very heavy turf.
Yeah. That's a fair point. Xavi goes through here. Almost reaches the 18-yard box before Amorebieta, I think, is the nearest central defender that has to go and close him down. He just drags his shot.
There he is, Munyain. They're enjoying themselves, aren't they, Bilbao? It's great to see another team giving Barcelona a fight. One they can really sink their teeth into. And they're going to need this kind of training, if you can call it that, given that Real Madrid is on the horizon. Llorente. He's done so well in leading the line for Bilbao. Llorente. It's cut out by Dani Alves. Monteneche looking to playing Susaeta on that far side.
I just hope the rain stops, Andrew, because if we get a lot more, it's going to make it a bit farcical, which is the last thing that we want to see. The ball kind of, not moving across the grass, etc. I hope it kind of clears up, because it's been a tremendous first half so far.
The fans are looking at something there, perhaps a tug on the shirt of Iraola, was it? Iniesta. Xavi. Dani Alves. Here's Messi. Messi looking to play a very difficult ball there for Iniesta.
Yeah, just looking here, there's a little tug of the shirt that he basically gets away with, and the officials can't spot everything. That sort of thing does go on. It's risky, but he did get the other side of him. He just felt he needed to pull him back there. If it is spotted by an official, it could have been a penalty.
The assistant referee on this near side would have been looking right across the back line there for Barcelona. If indeed it was worthy of something. Guardiola, they talk about this being the master and the apprentice coming up against each other in Bielsa. That's Adriano with the tug. What do you think, Robbie?
It's a tug. Yeah, it's a tug, but you're going to get away. I mean, there's so much going on that you are going to get away with those. Players do that. Sometimes they get picked up most of the time with that situation where it's kind of away from the ball. And they do get away with it.
If it was spotted by the assistant?
It's an infringement, no question.
Here's Xavi for Iniesta. played in that one behind Fabregas. And now Messi and Amorebieta. It's a goal kick.
Yeah, he's done well. Absolutely done very well. Fernando Amorebieta, not just that challenge, but his general play alongside Javi Martinez, who's actually a midfield player, but I think in this game Bielsa knows he needs his best players in the centre of the defence. And so far it's been difficult. Some great football from Barcelona. They've done a very good job back there.
5 minutes remaining in the first half. Llorente and Bilbao still lively. Iraola with the cross. We talk about the response of Barcelona after going behind. How about that of Bilbao to slowly but surely come back into the match here? They've also had a chance for Muniain, and they're not looking overawed. Iraola with the throw. We'll get it back and deliver it into the area, looking for Ander Herrera.
Well, I just wish that more teams would just look at this and see what they can do if you really ramp it up against Barcelona. I think so many teams in La Liga maybe just concede a goal and basically just give up. And all the way through the game, it's been a tremendous team performance from Bilbao. Great concentration about where they should be defensively. The whole team are working very hard, both with and without the ball. It's made for a fascinating first half.
Messi. The way he turned to open up the body, looking to pick out a pass for Adriano. It's going to be tough for Bilbao as we start to look ahead to the second half to maintain this kind of momentum. Piqué. Vidal's cross straight at Iraola. Iraola, who did make that important stop on Dani Alves. Barcelona perhaps not enjoying as much possession as they would like. 61%. They've been averaging 75% in La Liga this season.
It actually feels less than that. I think the gap feels less than that percentage as well. I think Bilbao have had plenty of the ball. They've certainly opened up Barcelona 2 or 3 times in this first half.
That is pulled back.
It's a high line, isn't it, from Barcelona? The first ball is played there. Certainly one player, Llorente's offside. I think it's that touch. And that's closer. In fact, it looks level there when you look at Eric Abidal and the player that becomes active, Sisaeta. A little bit unlucky there, Bilbao.
Maybe a little bit unlucky in more ways than one. You reflect on that tug on the shirt by Adriano on Iraola. Marcos by Mascherano. Rivieta again to Iraola. It's Piqué and Llorente rising for it. Free kick to Bilbao. Perhaps the advantage could have been played there. Muniain looks to thread it through to De Marcos quickly. Mascherano was alert to the danger, although the referee will call this one back.
Well, Busquets seems to have, not sure what he does wrong in all this. He simply loses the ball, and you're right. If the referee feels there's an infringement, he can let Bilbao continue with it. He would have been out of the game for starters. Sergio Busquets. Got to go back here now. What a time to score a goal, though, wouldn't it be now on the stroke of half-time? This is some battle, isn't it? Gerard Piqué versus Llorente.
The best of balls on that occasion from Ander Herrera, whose goal in 20 minutes gave Bilbao great hope here. Llorente still toiling away up front, trying to act as the man to hold up play and bring in those attacking midfielders. The likes of De Marcos and Muniain, Susaeta, Ander Herrera. A fascinating first half is brought to an end here. Barcelona have been made to work extremely hard for it. Victor Valdez, after nearly 900 minutes, is finally beaten. It was a great strike too from Ander Herrera, their new signing, with his second goal in a matter of days. But Cesc Fabregas, 4 minutes later, with a sublime header on the end of an Eric Abidal cross, brought the Spanish champions level. The second half is going to be very intriguing indeed. Hang around, it's Bilbao 1, Barcelona 1.